Hello everybody, this is our maths worksheet for today. It is to solve 1 and 2 step word problems using division. So I will talk you through the example below and we'll practice it together and then I'll let you have a go by yourself. Here's our example. Joe makes 40 cakes. They need to be put into boxes. Each box holds 5 cakes. How many boxes will Joe need? So the first step in any word problem is to find and underline or highlight the numbers, because these are the numbers we're going to use to solve the word problem. What do we know? We know the total number is 40 cakes and we know that only 5 cakes will fit in each box. So we need to know how many 5s we need to make 40. With division, we always put the total number first, so 40 divided by 5 equals is our number sentence. The question is, how many 5s are there in 40? We can do this by counting in 5s until we reach the number 40. You can write it down like I've done it here, or you can count in 5s on your fingers. Sometimes you will have enough fingers to count in 5s on your fingers. Sometimes you'll need to write it down, it'll be easier. So I'm counting in 5s and I've counted in 5s like this: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. How many times did I count in 5s? That's our next step to reach 40. Let's see, I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I counted 8 groups of 40. So I know that there are 8 5s in 40. So 40 divided by 5 equals 8. So that's my answer. I can write that up here. Let's move on to the next question. It's a similar question. We're going to follow the same steps to solve it. Alicia has 45 precious stones she has collected. She keeps them safe in special boxes. Each box holds 5 stones. How many boxes does she need? So, just like I said before, underline the numbers in the word problem. I'm going to write it down as a division statement. Let me just find my division symbol. 45 divided by 5 equals what? Always put your total number first with division. So I'm going to find out how many boxes I need to hold all 45 stones. What do I need to count in? That's right, I need to count in 5. So I'm going to write down my multiples of 5 until I reach 45. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's my first step. Next question. How many times did I count in 5 before I reached 45? I'm going to count the number of 5s I counted, or the number of times I counted in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had to count in 5s 9 times until I reached 45. So 45 divided by 5 is 9. I need 9 groups of 5 to make 45, or 9 boxes with 5 stones in each box to hold all of my 45 precious stones. The next question. Susan has 16 cards. She shares them equally between herself and her friend. How many cards do they each get? Our first number is quite clear, isn't it? 16 cards, that's the total number. Our second number, we can't see it, but it is there. She's sharing them between herself and her friend. So how many people is that? That's 2 people. So that's our second number. She's sharing 16 cards between 2 people. Let's write that down as a number sentence. 16 divided by 2 equals, and we're going to take the same steps. This time we're not counting in fives, but we're counting in twos. So I'm going to write down all the multiples of 2 until I reach 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so from here you then need to go back and count how many twos, how many times did you count in 2 to reach 16? And once you've done that, you will know your answer. You can write it here and here. Next question. I'm not going to go through the steps with you. I'll just read the word problem this time and you can have a go at the steps yourself. Katie is sharing 90 new glue sticks between 10 classes. How many glue sticks will each class get? And there's a space for your answer. So follow the same steps that I've done in the examples and see if you can work out how many glue sticks each class will get and write your answer on the line. These ones are a bit more challenging. If you're feeling confident, you can try these challenges. Challenge 1. If Grace splits 23 lollies equally between 5 of her friends and kept the ones she couldn't share equally for herself, how many lollies would each friend get? That's the first part of the word problem. The second part is how many would Grace get? And I've given you the clues here to how to solve this problem. What's the biggest number you can get to when counting in fives before you don't have enough to reach the next multiple of 5? So you count in fives until you reach a number that you can't count anymore, or you will go over your total of 23. So for example, 5, 10, 15, 20, I've counted 4 fives. If I add another 5, I'll reach 25. And she doesn't have 25 lollies, she only has 23. So I'm going to just stick with the first 20 lollies. So I've worked out that I count 4 times to reach 20. So that means each of her friend gets how many lollies? The next part, how many Grace would get, is she gets the leftover lollies, the lollies that she couldn't share with her friend. So you have to subtract the total number, which we started with, which was 23, from the total number she shared to her friends, which was 20. And you will find the answer, how many would Grace get? She will get the leftover ones. You can use the space to work it out. I'll read through the next 2 challenges. Challenge 2. A teacher shared 39 stickers equally with 10 children. How many did they each get? That's the first part of your word problem. How many did the teacher have left over? That's the second part. Here's your clue. What's the biggest number you can get to when counting in tens before you don't have enough to reach the next multiple of 10? This number of tens is the number that you can share equally into 10 groups. If you take away the number you can share out from the total number of stickers, you will know what the teacher has left. And the final challenge. There were 16 blue Smarties, these are sweets, 18 red Smarties and 14 green Smarties, and 3 children wanted to share them out. How many Smarties did they each get? So, steps to success. Work out the total number of Smarties. This is an addition sentence, so highlight your 3 numbers and work out the total through adding. Next step, divide this number by 3. So your total number, divide it by 3. Share it into 3 equal groups. Now I've made this easier for you by putting 3 circles on the paper. Now you can draw these circles in your notebook if you like, and your total number, you can write little marks in each group until you've used all of that number. So for example, if the number was 12, you would write 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, until you've used all your 12. Or you could say it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just writing a little mark in for each number you've counted. Then go back and count how many you've got in each group. That will help you to work it out. The other way of doing it is counting in threes until you reach your number. So you could just write your multiples of 3 until you reach your number, just like we did before. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and you need to keep going until you reach the total number of Smarties. And then go back and count how many times you counted in 3. The number of times you counted in 3 to reach your total is the number of Smarties that each child will get. Okay, good luck with your maths today, and see you tomorrow.